Hey y'all. So last month we had the um Bring Back Bar scents. Okay. So every year, twice a year, we do a fall and we do a summer. So you get to vote in the summertime for the fall, Bring Back Bars. In the winter, yes, in the winter, like fall, winter, you get to vote for the summer. Okay, these are all voted in. There's only 25 that you can get. Okay, so there's a whole bunch that are on the list, but you can only vote for your favorites, and you can vote for up to like five, I think, maybe more, per once per day. So then you fingers crossed that your favorites come back. But they're all voted in, and then they pick the highest 25 votes. Those get brought in for winter or summer, depending on when the voting period is and depending on the Bring Back Bars that are being voted on. So January, so last month, was when the fall winter ones came back. We already voted for the spring summer that will be coming in the middle of the summer, so I think July. But already voted for those. Those winners have been chosen already, but we will have to discuss that later, closer to the time. But these ones in particular, so I did not get all 25. I normally, like I used to get all 25 to sniff, to try, to show you, and tell you my thoughts on it. But honestly, I stopped investing in that. It's just, I don't need all 25, and that's okay. So I ended up grabbing the ones that I felt were ones that my husband may like. Now, here's the deal. Yes, it was last month. How am I getting them now this month? I added them to Club. So Club is something that it's free. It is a exclusive thing to any customer. So it's a Scentsy exclusive, but it's free. So you can literally sign in, sign up, take a look at everything, and if you look at it and you say, I don't want to add anything, you're not being charged anything. There's no fees. There's no membership fees. There's no cancellation fees. There's none of that. So there's also three options. You can get like frequencies. So monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly. I did a video previously that showed my quarterly. So the one that Patrick and I get quarterly, I showed in another video. This one, I'm going to show you what I put in my bi-monthly that I wanted to try. So we had these in there because I was like, well, I want to try them. I know my husband probably wants to try them. So I put them in there in January. I could not grab them last month. I knew they were leaving at the end of the month because Bring Back Bars are only here for 30 days or 31 days, depending on how long the month is that they arrive. So they're only here for that 1 month. When they sell out of the website, they're only available on Club. When it's that month, so these ones were in January, the only time that you can add them to Club is in that month. So I had January and that was it. January was my time frame. That was it. So I looked, I'm like, well, I can't order these right now. I want to try them. So I'm going to put them in Club. So I did. I put them in Club and I got them this month. Now I get to try them. So I'm going to do that for you guys today. And this is my time to kind of decide, okay, what are we keeping? What are we not keeping in Club? I might not even keep any of them, to be honest. There might not be ones that I feel necessary leaving in Club. It might just be a one-time thing. Like, okay, well, I kind of like this, but I'm not going to die without it. So this is my one-time purchase. And then that's fine. So But I highly recommend doing that because these are only here, limited time onlys, which we call LTOs, for limited time only. These are only here for that month, okay? That month, or when they sell out, that's it. Then you have to add them to club. Why do I recommend doing that? I recommend doing that because when you don't know yet if you like the fragrance, I don't care if you ordered it already. Say that you placed your order and you're like, okay, this is my first time trying it. I am placing this order and I want to try it. Well, say you place your order and it gets to your door late. Excuse me. Or say you placed your order, you get it, you sniff it, you're like, oh my God, I love this, but you forget. Or another scenario, you get it, you don't even get a chance to sniff it, you don't even get a chance to warm it. Then by the time that you do, you fall in love with it, but it's already over and done, and there's no more adding it. I always recommend, if you have a limited time only scent, you know it's limited time, you know it's only there for that month, you know it's only on the website until it's sold out, don't order through my website. Order through Club. There are multiple different perks for ordering through Club. Number one is it's free. It's free. There's no membership fee. There's no cancellation fee. You pay for what you put in. The same way that you would pay for it if you were in my website purchasing. So that's number one. Number two, if you add the bar into there, you say, all right, I loved this bar. Wow, that's a song. I love this bar. Anyway, if you say, like, for example, let's just throw this. This is from my last video. For example, Perk Me Up. Lordy, I need to quit. Perk Me Up. All right, I fell in love with it. So I said, I love it. I'm going to put that in Club. Okay, this is my quarterly order is exactly, it's like, okay, this is what we're keeping. This is what I love. I have it quarterly for a reason. So that way it's not coming that often. All right. So awesome. I have this in there because I love it. Scentsy's going to make it for me for life. Okay. There's two scenarios here. I love it. I want to keep it forever. Scentsy's going to make it for me for life if I put it in my Club. And I did. So now I get this for life, even though it has not been available since last summer. Anyway. But also, keeping that in mind, scenario number two is, all right, I don't know if I like this yet. I haven't tried it yet. I want to see if I like it. Cool. Add it to Club. Get your order. Sniff it. Warm it. Get a feel for it. And then decide. Do I like it or do I hate it? Or do I like it or is it just okay? Decide. Then you can go back in and say, all right, I loved it. It's staying here. Or I hated it or it was just I'm going to take it off. I'm going to take it off my Club. I don't want to get it again. That was it. I don't want to get it again. Easy. There's no charge to take it off. There's no charge to add anything. It's literally just you're paying for that bar. You're paying for whatever you put in there, and that's it. Then if you don't want it anymore, you just take it out and done. Perk number 3, $8 shipping. So my website has a flat rate of $10 shipping. It doesn't matter if you are purchasing 1 bar, 3 bars, 6 bars, it does not matter. You're paying $10 shipping. It's a flat rate. Tried to keep it like that because shipping was getting insane. Okay. So it was getting insane. It was getting to be too much. So Scentsy decided, all right, we're doing a flat rate shipping cost, and that's going to be $10 no matter what. It's around the board, $10. They did it for a reason. I know sometimes it sucks, but they did it for a reason. And actually, to be honest with you, Scentsy's paying more money for the shipping than you are. But perk number 3 is $8 shipping in club. So any of your consumables, wax bars, laundry, cleaning, whatever, that is $8 shipping. Flat rate, $8. So if you've got any consumables you want to try or you want to get, add it to club. Get the $8 shipping plus the tax for whatever your state is. And that's it. That's all you're paying for. Okay? So those are the first 3 perks. The 4th perk of club is point system. We have a point system for anybody that is not a consultant. Insert income disclosure. I will have it in the links below. But anyway, it honestly is like amazing for you guys because, I mean, here's the reason why consultants don't get it. So like I said, insert income disclosure. We get paid on it. So we get paid on our own orders. I get paid off of my club. I get paid on any of the orders that I make. I get paid on being able to get these sometimes. Sometimes I can get LTOs in advance, like a month in advance before it even comes out to you guys. I can get the limited time onlys previous to when they come out. So I've got my own different little perks, but you guys get the perks. Perk number 4, earning points on every dollar that you spend with club. You don't get that on my website. So if you grab 1 bar, that's 6 points. Okay? 6 points because a wax bar is $6. The non-licensed wax bar. So if it's Disney, Universal, anything like that, then it does it's $6.50. They're going to be changing. It's going to be changing, I think, to $7.50. We're having shifts, a little bit of shifts in pricing due to the economy, but gotta do what we gotta do. So yeah, but either way, you are getting, if you spend on, say that you got like just a regular wax bar, $6, you're getting 6 points. Okay. There's a point system for you guys. Perk number 5, which is a 2-parter, an automatic 10% off on $30. So if you have 6 wax bars, sorry guys, I'm trying to get comfortable on this floor. 6 wax bars are $30. So if you put 6 wax bars in, no, sorry, not 6, 5. Wow. 6 wax bars are $30 if you go through my website. But 5 wax bars are $30 when you do it through Scentsy Club. That's an automatic 10% off of that. So you save 10% going through club than you would going through my website. The second half of that, you get an automatic 10% off of $60 plus a half off item that you can add to your club cart, okay? There's multiple different perks of being part of club. And the last final one, which is number 6, is you get the bars made for you forever, for life, as long as they are in your club. If you delete them, then you can't get them anymore. But if you keep them on there, then you will get them for life, okay? That's why I did it with this box here of fragrances, because I was looking at it and I said, okay, I want to try these. I'm going to add them to club because I can't get them right now in January. So I'm going to add them to club so that way I can get them in February. I can have a chance to sniff them when they're no longer available on the website. You can do this too, but I can have a chance to sniff them. I can have a chance to try them. I can have a chance to warm them. And then decide, okay, do I want to keep them on club and get them forever or until I'm sick of them? Or are they just okay and I'm okay just having one bar? Or I hate them completely and I'm taking them off my club completely because I do not want them again. So I've got that freedom to choose now because I did it this way. If you want to be able to try a fragrance and you want to have a chance and have the time to be able to warm it, to be able to decide, do I want this? Do I want to keep this? Do I hate it? Then add it to club so that way you can get it in your hands risk-free. You can get it into your hands. You can decide, you can take the time to warm it, get a feel for it, and decide, do I want to keep it or not? That gives you the freedom to do it. As opposed to if you would grab it from my website during that 1 month period or during that limited time only period, you get it a week or two later because we have up to 10 to 15 business days to get things to you, okay? So if you waited 10 to 15 business days, sometimes it gets longer depending on FedEx. But if you get it and you look and you're like, okay, so 10 to 15 business days. Say you order it in the middle of the month. You waited the 10 to 15 business days. You get it in your hands. You sniff it. You warm it. And you decide, okay, I love it. Add it to club. However, say that you get it in the 10 to 15 business days. You did not have time to open the box to sniff it and warm it. You did not have a chance to do that. Then it gets towards like the end of the month or it gets to the next month and then you finally get to warm it. You get to sniff it and you think, oh my God, I love this fragrance. You go on to my website. It's no longer available. You go in to club. It's no longer available to add. Then you're sad. So always, 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 and I cannot say this enough, always, always, add it to club. If you have not tried it yet, add it to club. Because then you'll get it. You have time to decide without worrying about it leaving completely. And then you can make your decision without any risk of missing out on it. I cannot stress that enough. Because I have unfortunately had customers who have come to me and said, I loved this fragrance. Is it available? And I've had to unfortunately tell them this was only for the month of January. This was only for the length of time that it was in on my website, or this was only available for 60 days in club to add. Unfortunately, at this point, it is no longer available. And then I'm sad because I can't make them happy. And then they're sad because they missed out. Don't be that. Always add it to club. Then that way you are completely safe. Okay? So I'm going to go through these. Now these, like I said, these are no longer available. This entire box right here are fragrances, except one, and I'll tell you why. But these are fragrances that are no longer available. They were only available in January. And again, how did I get them? Because I added them to club and I decided they're going in club to be safe, to be kept safe. So when I get them in February, I have a chance to sniff them, to warm them, and to decide, do I want to keep them? Do I want to delete them? Okay. So these fragrances are I'm going to say it again, they are no longer available. I am showing them to you to show you the concept of club and why you should really consider doing it. Because now I gave myself that freedom and that ability to try these freely risk free. And you can literally do the same. This is not a consultant situation. This is not a consultant only thing. This is for everybody. Yes, I'm a Scentsy consultant, but I have three of these. I have these club orders because I want to show you how it works. I want to know the ins and outs. I want to be able to tell you how this works and to show you that I use it. Because I believe utilizing it myself is better to show you how it works. So, all right, I'm going to go through these. This is the first time for me sniffing some of these. I've already smelled, because I already got it in something. I've already smelled lavender, vanilla, and caramel sugar cone. Okay, already smelled these. I got this one for my grandma, and I'm going to be honest, I don't love it. So I know that I already had it, and it already had shipped for me. But when I got my grandma's fragrances, I don't like this one. So this one, immediately, lavender, vanilla. I may use it still. I'm not sure. But this is coming off of my club. I do not want this one anymore. I did not like it. Caramel sugar cone. This one is quite heavy to me. It's good. It's a nice fragrance. But this might be strictly my kitchen fragrance, and I might not even keep this on club either. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I like it, but it's not something that I'm going to use enough to justify keeping it on club. So that one might not stay on my club either. All right, Crazy Coconut. Crazy Coconut. Let's see. I love coconut, but I don't know. It's good. It smells like a pina colada. It's light, okay? So I might use this one in my bathroom. But can I justify keeping it on club? This is one of the ones where it's in the other category where it's like, okay, it seems okay, but I have to warm it to decide. I have to warm it to see if I want to keep it on club or not. Because right now, first, like, sniff in the solid form, it's not screaming, keep me, okay? So that one's going in that category. So these two are going to be coming off. All right, so everything nice. Everything nice. This one's not bad. I actually like that. This actually reminds me of Christmas time. So I might actually keep this for Christmas time. I don't think I'm going to keep this one on club either, because it's not one of those fragrances that I'm going to use quite often. It's one of those fragrances where it reminds me of Christmas time, and I'm not going to use it in the summer. So for me, I'm probably going to take that off of club. Toasted apple butter. All right, let's try this. My hands are starting to smell like everything. Ooh. I like it. I think my husband's going to like this one too. So, toasted apple butter, very cinnamony. Like it's good. It's good. This is definitely a kitchen scent. This one might actually get to be kept on my club. My final say is usually my husband. So I put mine in different categories, and then I tell him which one's what, but I have him smell them, and then he's the one that kind of decides, like, or helps me decide what stays and what goes, because both of us live here, so both of us have an opinion, and sometimes I don't like a fragrance but he loves it. So yeah. All right, vanilla walnut. So there's vanilla walnut. I actually like this one. Reminds me of like French vanilla from Yankee. But yeah. So I love this one. It's not too heavy. I'm getting hungry. But it's not too heavy. This is probably a must. So I don't know. I don't know if I should put it on the yes, stay, or if I should put it on the warm and then decide. I'm being frugal a little bit, but I'm going to put it in the warm and then decide, because sometimes when you warm something, it doesn't smell like you thought it would smell from the solid. A lot of times you will smell something in solid and you'll be like, oh, this is not that great. But then you warm it and you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. Or the opposite, where it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then you warm it and you're like, ew, I don't like it. Or you have the best part where it's, I love it in solid form and I love it in warming. All right, so frosted ginger cookie. Ooh, there we go. Frosted ginger cookie. This is one that I have to warm. I smell the ginger. I smell the sugar from the frosting. It smells like a ginger, but at the same time, it's like, it's got one of those like after smells that I'm just like, because you know, ginger. This one is going in the warm and then decide pile, because I'm just not sure. Awakening, I think I might have also gotten this one in my grandma's and I was not 100% on it. Yeah, this one's going in the I'm not keeping it. It's just not, it's not me. Burn my nose a little bit. But I know people who would like it. So, and I mean, it's kind of late now, but either way, that's the thing. You might smell something that you're like, oh, I don't like it, but I know so-and-so would. So I'm going to have them try this. And if they like it, then I'm going to give this to them. Who knows? All right. So Buzz Lightyear to Infinity and Beyond. This one is definitely not available anymore either. Let's see. This might not be too bad. It's definitely going in the warm and then decide pile. It smells a little fresh and it smells a little fruity. So I'm not really sure, but like I said, my husband is usually the final say in this because he isn't here to smell these. So once he smells them, then he can help decide on that. Twitter-pated. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you guys. Starting Monday, February... What are we on now? Holy crap. That was right there. 26th. February 26th. The Easter collection is coming out, and that means Bambi and Thumper. Bambi and Thumper are coming to the website. And this is coming back. So you will have a chance to add this to your club and to try it, okay? You will have a chance, but just be quick about it, because whenever it comes back to the website. You've got 30 days from the date that it comes back to add to club to try it, okay? Only 30 days. This fragrance literally reminds me of my husband. It literally smells like my husband's body wash. So he might like this. I am going to put it in the warmed category, like warm to really know, but he, like I said, he's gonna smell these and then decide. Last one, toasted caramel sugar. Okay, we're gonna try it. Toasted caramel sugar. Ooh, whoa. This one smells amazing. Also, one thing I would like to point out, why am I smelling the bottom of it? Everything sinks to the bottom, so yeah, you can smell the top, but you're not going to get as good of an experience to decide really unless you smell the bottom. So I always pop it out, smell the bottom, because everything sinks to the bottom. The warming process is what's going to mix it together, and then that's going to create the actual true experience to help you decide if you want to keep it, if you like it or not. But this at least helps decide somewhat. It helps to at least check some boxes off. But this one smells absolutely amazing, and it is going in the, I'm gonna keep it. So actually, to give you a little bit of a visual, these two were 100%. I definitely want to keep in my club a little bit longer. I probably will, I may not keep them in there forever, but I definitely want these. I want a couple more. Okay, I want a couple more of these. I want to have enough on hand that I can continue to use them frugally and whatever, and just they are lovely. Lovely. Again, this is toasted caramel sugar and toasted apple butter. Lovely. Okay. Now I want to warm and then decide. This is my pile. I want to warm these and decide if these are going to be kept or if they are going to be just nixed. This might get shorter. This might end up with one or two or all of them. It depends, but I'm going to warm these and then decide and then add them to or keep them on club or delete them. Now, what I'm going to be doing is with this pile and the next one, I already chose my two. Okay, so those are my two that I chose. When I say that I throw my husband into the mix and I say, okay, smell these and help decide what should stay and what should go. That's where he comes in and helps narrow those down, because typically I will pick the ones that I'm like, I'm obsessed and I need to keep them. Then I'll then I'll have him go through the remaining and decide on what his pile is. Sometimes his pile is part of what I hated, and that's okay. But either way, we go through that process every single time. Because again, we both live here. So this is my let my husband sniff, but also warm and decide pile. And then this is my let my husband sniff. Either I like them, but I can't justify keeping them, or I don't like them at all pile. And these guys were the ones that I was like, well, I can live without them. I'm okay not having another one. So yeah, that's this pile. But he's going to sniff through these and then decide as well if he wants to keep any of them or not. But all right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you all have a great day. Don't forget, add to club.